Hi, I'm Elizabeth from Oliver Smith Jeweler, and I run the Panerai Boutique in Aspen, Colorado, and I'm lucky to be here today with George Reid.
Hi, everybody.
He is our watch director based here in Scottsdale. We've just had the privilege to look at the new Panerai pieces for 2020, and we're going to walk through and share with you some of our favorite pieces.
This year is the year of the Luminor, starting in 1950, rolling through the 90s, the pre-Vendome stuff that we've all come to love, your 201As, that kind of a thing, and going into what Elizabeth is wearing today into the 1950s. So all of the new collection this year is highlighting the history of the Luminor.
The first watch we want to talk about is the 1663. This is a 44 millimeter Luminor piece, but it's made out of a new material which is called Fibratech. George, you seem to be the expert on the Fibratech, so.
Okay, Fibratech is, it's a bit like a carbon fiber or a fiberglass, but they're using a basalt base, which is, basalt is a volcanic rock that they heat up to about 1400 degrees and it becomes fibrous. And they take these fibers and they put it into a polymer and they're laying these in sheets kind of like carbon fiber. So the big plus there, you have all the strength of the Carbotech pieces, 70% lighter than steel. So it's going to be a little bit lighter weight. It's a really interesting new idea that they've been doing. It's a brand new material. It's only been used in aerospace previous to this. So this is a world first in the watch industry is Fibratech.
And I think each of them are supposed to be a little bit unique in their rings or the structure, right?
Correct.
Like a fingerprint.
The fingerprint of the watch, yeah. It'll differ. You can put two together and you can absolutely tell them apart. We kind of saw that with the Carbotech pieces. You can kind of even see around this bezel, those swirls. That's the Carbotech bezel. If you look beyond it into the case itself, you can kind of see these striations. Those will vary watch to watch.
Got it, right. And I think the Fibratech's cool, but it's really the dial.
Well,
that's our favorite. Right?
This one in particular, they're bringing back white looms and green looms this year, and just this colorway is spectacular. You have this this gradiated blue dial with this really great pop of white. Also coming back, a little nod to some of the older pieces. Some of you hardcore Panerai will notice this right off the bat, but you have an open 6 and an open 9, which they've been closing them in previous years, and they're opening back up again, kind of a nod to the original.
Staying on the theme of innovative materials, we're going to talk about the 1661.
Correct.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, the 1661.
And it's a little, the numbers are a little confusing because it plays off some other numbers and watches we know, which is the 661 and the 1616.
Correct. All Carbotech pieces. So this 1661 is going to be the replacement for the 661 that a lot of you will be familiar with. So this is the 44 millimeter 1950 case in Carbotech. This one here, you have the Heritage Loom, the blued secondhand, a lot of things we've come to associate with this line of watches, and a lot of stuff is going away. With the new one, they've kind of updated everything, a new, really modern look. This blue loom that's absolutely killer. They actually gave a nod to, and I do agree, it kind of looks like the Lab ID a little bit.
Right.
They're definitely giving a reference to it, but absolutely stunning piece. Still 44 millimeters, just really kind of changing it up, making it a little bit more aggressive, a little cleaner as well.
And I think we talked about this earlier, but it almost needs a whole different reference numbers, not to build off the 661 because it looks so different.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. These are entirely different animals now, other than the Carbotech case.
Right.
So this is definitely the modern view of what Panerai's been doing.
And I think this is fun because last year we saw only submersible releases, and the carbon fiber, it was only 47 millimeter at the end of 42.
Yeah.
But nothing in this 44 millimeter size with this blue luminescence.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be a home run.
Yeah, I do too. It's got the size, it's got the look. That's definitely going to be a winner. Another really neat new introduction. This is the 1662, which is also Lunar Arena, obviously 1950 case, obviously. 44 millimeter, you have a Carbotech bezel. What's really cool here is the case material. This is DMLS, which is direct metal laser sintering. This technique we've only seen before in the L'Océan de Tourbillon. Literally what they do is they're 3D printing titanium. It is a layer of dust, then a laser weld, dust wells in 20 micron increments to build this case. Fascinating stuff. It is incredibly lightweight. the actual interior of the case is hollow. It doesn't need to be filled because of the way they build it. They can actually have a substrate in there, so they have all the structural integrity of a solid titanium piece without the weight.
Which is why it was in the Lo Scienciato,
correct.
because it's skeletonized.
Yeah, that was where they started that. And if you haven't had a chance to pick up a Lo Scienciato tourbillon, I highly suggest you do it. It is a masterclass in how to make something lightweight. The bezel is made of Carbotech, which is layered, compressed, and then milled carbon fiber. But we've had Carbotech for a couple of years now, so most of you probably held or at least seen the Carbotech material. One thing we didn't discuss was, look how cool this watch looks. It is completely stealthed out. It's a gray and black colorway. It has the Sport Tech strap.
Yes, another tech.
Another tech, yeah, they like their tech.
Well, the note about this strap, and it's different than the Velcro straps we saw in the submersibles last year, this one's fully waterproof.
Okay.
I believe it was before. Sometimes they had a leather lining, so it was water resistant, but still absorbed a little bit. But these should be fully waterproof.
And it's going to attach like the second strap for the 1616.
The Velcro?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe
Okay.
so.
We have not been hands-on with any of this stuff yet, so we're just kind of with grain of salt here. This is our opinions.
I think the gray, we've got the gray lume, the gray dial, the gray coloring on the case. What did you call this, a stealth bomber?
Exactly, yeah. This is just so under the radar. One thing I have been promised as well, and again, not having seen these live, we'll let you know once we get hands-on with them. But the luminescence they're using is absolutely top-notch. Because I've worked with gray and black luminova before, and it's been a little uninspiring in the dark. These are not that. This is the newest and the best out there. Very, very bright, very, very long-lasting. So we'll give you a first-hand report as soon as we can get our hands on one.
This watch, I think, is my personal favorite out of all the new ones, because I love that red and blue color.
You have expensive taste.
Well, it's nice taste. The PAM 1116.
1112.
1112, thank
Correct.
you. PAM 1112. And it's the first time Panerai has put the gold tech metal in the 44mm Luminor size. We've seen it in the Duet, we've seen it in submersible. Gold tech is their own version of, say, a rose gold, similar to how other watch brands make their own rose gold versions. This is Panerai's. It has a little bit more copper in it, and then also some platinum in it to offset any type of corrosion.
Correct, it'll stabilize the metal, yeah.
Exactly, and really it just kind of gives it a red tint that is really, I think, masculine, beautiful, unique, and then with the blue sunburst style in this, the colors play so well together.
I think that's going to be the neat thing on this is that sunburst style. We really saw an intro a few years back with Duet, and I don't think this got enough time. The way they're doing these sunburst styles and the way light plays on them is absolutely fantastic. And then getting out of the heritage loom and going into this sharp white, it has a real kind of almost nautical theme to it, which fits perfectly with Panerai.
Yeah.
But this navy and white thing you're going to see throughout the line as well. I think it's absolutely stunning. And this one's actually reasonably priced, I think, too, for a big hunk of 44mm gold. It's $22,900 is going to be the U.S. retail on that. So I think it's actually a bargain.
Yeah, it's almost like you're paying for the price of the gold.
Correct. Right? Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, we have the 3 watches released for the 70th anniversary of
Luminor. Yeah. This is the big one. There's 3 watches. It's the PAM 1117, 8, and then 9. Their use of luminescence on these is something we've never seen before. They've been called the Buzz Lightyear, they've been called the Tron watch.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what name sticks,
because
we've been reading so many nicknames online. It'll be fun to see.
So there's 3 different metals. They're doing a direct metal laser sintering piece, they're doing a Carbotech piece, and they're doing a Fibertech.
Yes.
At 3 varying price points as well. But most importantly, each one is limited to 270 pieces, period. And they're coming with a 70-year warranty. This is unheard of. I'm sorry, I will not be there for the termination of your warranty. We're still getting details from Panerai on how this is going to work, but talk about being able to rest assured in your timepiece.
And that Panerai has the trust to put a 70-year warranty on them as well.
Amazing. It even says so on the case back. I'm kind of a jaw drop on this. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I think it's absolutely amazing. The watch is stunning. I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but you have the luminescent numbers. On the exterior, You have the bezel rehaut has luminescence on it. The outside of the crown guard has luminescence, and if you were to turn it on its side, the crown lever itself also has luminescence. The stitching on the Sport Tech strap is also luminescent, which we haven't seen them do before either. This is a boutique only piece, so this is one of those ones where if you think you want it, it's going to be very, very hard for us to get a hold of them. The allotments are going to trickle out here and there. This is going to be the hot watch. This is going to be the watch you're going to be hearing about. This is going to be the watch everybody wants. I mean, just think about this watch in like a nightclub.
Yeah,
it's going to be
so
absolutely
cool.
fantastic.
It gives those vibes right away. I mean, it will be interested to see how the luminescence actually looks in person and how it looks during the day versus night.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the photos are more of a nighttime vibe. I think, but I don't know.
Or dusk, where it's just starting to glow.
But maybe not. Maybe it's glowing all the time, which is just really cool. You're not going to see any other watch out there like it. And I think they did a good job of matching the dial colors to the case material as well. They look very cohesive.
The three colorways are absolutely perfect on them. There's a pop of blue again. They're doing some really, really cool stuff. And again, getting rid of that that antique luminova. They're going with the whites and the greens again, which as a purist I really appreciate. I was kind of getting antiques to death with all this stuff, but I just thought it was really cool.
Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, leave them below. We hope this gave you a good idea of what you can look forward to in 2020 from Panerai.